What's up, Descendants, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the must-have Descendants in the game, so don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So when it comes to must-have Descendants, I'm not really going to talk about ones that kind of have gimmicks at the moment. We'll call them gimmicks. So if we go into the Descendant menu, we know that some of these are really good at killing bosses really quickly. That's a discussion for a different video. For instance, you put a team of Lepics in against any boss and they are absolutely going to melt them to death. We also had the Kyle bug a while back. Everyone wanted a Kyle because he could basically one-tap bosses. So we're not going to talk about things like that. When I talk about must-have Descendants, we're going to talk about ones that really just make your life in the game so much easier and kind of are required to get your other Descendants upgraded to the max. So when I'm saying that, first of all, we're going to start off with Bunny. Bunny is given to you in the game as your standard Bunny anyway, not Ultimate Bunny. It's given to you in the game as part of the main storyline, and she is absolutely the best farming character in the game. I think we all know that by now. That's not going to be a shock or a surprise. I think it's worth the investment in grinding out Ultimate Bunny, but you're probably then going to need to use Bunny to grind out Ultimate Bunny, or whichever Descendant you picked at the beginning of the game. I picked Viessa. Perhaps you use your Viessa to then farm out your Ultimate Bunny. I think Bunny is absolutely worth the investment. I purchased Ultimate Bunny day one because I played all of the betas. I knew how good of a farmer that she was. That's definitely going to be the first one on the bucket list, either normal Bunny or Ultimate Bunny, depending on what you're willing to farm or if you're willing to pay as well. Next, we're going to move on to the other two, which I think are absolutely worth it. And the first one is going to be Sharon. Sharon is a really easy farm. I wouldn't worry too much. It won't take me about 6 or 7 hours to farm her out. And the reason I say that, if you weren't aware, or perhaps you're a little bit newer to the game, if you go into any of the parts of the map, so for instance, we'll go into Fortress, and what you can see in here is these time zones, and what these do, these strategic outposts, they respawn every 1 minute. But as you can see, this one drops amorphous material 118, and if we scroll down to the bottom, it can also drop amorphous material 119. Now, that's the additional reward for successful infiltration, and that is what Sharon does. So some of the gear and some of the, the character parts and things like that are locked behind that Sharon wall. So do be aware of that. Sharon is definitely worth picking up and farming. I'm going to do a video for a budget Sharon, so if you don't want to put an energy activator into her or upgrade any of the module slots or anything like that, but you still want to be able to clear the maps, especially like the harder ones like the White Knight Gulch or the Fortress, I have got a budget Sharon build. Look out for that video. It will come at some point today as well. But Sharon is our second Descendant on our list. There is a definite farm once you've got yourself going in the game. Third and last but not least is going to be Enzo. Now, Enzo's a really good Descendant. I put an energy activator on him. I will probably end up regretting it because they'll probably bring out Ultimate Enzo, and I really feel like I want to put all of my effort into the Ultimate versions before I put any effort into the regular versions. But you do kind of feel like all of the regular versions will get an Ultimate at some point. And the reason I said that you're going to need an Enzo is because he can open the chests for materials really easily. And that's, for instance, if we go into here, you're going to need to farm a lot of crystallization catalysts. In fact, I think you should at least have 1 or 2 of these cooking every single day, because so many of them are required for all your guns, all your characters and things like that. And for instance, if we go to this material here, you can see I've only got 2 out of 8, and it says that you've got to go and do the encrypted storage boxes. So for instance, we'll go to this one here, and if you didn't know how to do the encrypted storage boxes, you basically go into an area, and you can do them with normal Descendants, but the puzzles that you get are way harder. When you get into an area, this one's pretty straightforward actually. They're mostly on the left. I don't know if I came in on private or public, but we'll see. And if you press your tab, I'm not sure what it is on, I think it's push right analog sticking on controller. And by now, oh, there we go. So you can hear that noise that's pinging. That means you're kind of going in the right direction. So it's gone now. It's gone this way. So the duller the sound, the further, you know, you're looking further away from it. But these ones are really easy. They're always kind of in the same place along this coastline. And we'll hop down. So this one is going to be over here. And hop down here and I bet it's somewhere. There it is. There's only a regular ones. It's kind of RNG whether you get the precision ones or not, or the ultra precision ones. But when you go into here, these mini games with Enzo are just so much easier. They're really slow and the areas have a huge wide berth. And there you go. It's as easy as that. And as you can see, I got the module. You get some Kuiper as well, which everyone loves. Some Kuiper, why not? And then basically you just hop back to Albion and then come back into the zone again and do it all over again. I tend to do it in private sessions because I'm not really sure what happens with the respawn. If somebody opens them while you're in there or as you spawn in. I know they respawn after an amount of time, but I just find that easier. And then as you can see here now, if I go back into Max's info, go back into this, I've got enough for this one now as well. I just need to go and farm the this here. I've got a whole bunch of these ready to stocked up. But yeah, he makes live farming stuff really, really easy. And when it comes to energy activators as well, I'm pretty sure that's the fusion reactor. Yep, there we go again. So this one, this material here, again, is going to require an Enzo to pick up. Otherwise, you're just going to have an absolute nightmare. So as you can see here, hard Enzo. But you will get a lot of Kuiper. I think you can get like 700k from the, you know, the high-end elite encrypted vaults that drop as well. So that's pretty much going to be it for the video. I know it's a pretty simplistic video, but they're the three kind of Descendants I think everybody needs to have in the bank to make it possible for you to farm any other Descendants, make it possible for you to upgrade and max out all your other Descendants without spending a penny. Enzo, Sharon and Bunny are definitely going to be three that you want to have. And like I said, I've got a budget build for Sharon so that you can basically go and do all of the infiltrations without having to, you know, farm any, you know, materials or anything like that for her. Unless you want to deck her out, and obviously if you want to deck her out, that is a different story. That's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Maybe come and join my Discord server, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.